until a full hearing can be heard. Today is a very important day for cannabis patients to step up and tell their story, because today licensed producers are pushing very hard to gain access to the market. These patients are seen as an economic opportunity for investors to make money, and by losing their own gardens, these companies will make more money, and that is the main reason why this government wants to take patient gardens away. It is abhorrent that wealth becomes more important than health, but this government considers patients to be more important or less important than profits, and it's very obvious in this new medical regime that that is the case. And it's also something that the police and fire chiefs will claim that it is a great risk to allow patients to grow their own medicine. Well, I put it to you that that is not true, that it is a great risk to cook your own food if that is the case, because people can get food poisoning or improperly grow their tomatoes. And so it shouldn't be something that we are forced to buy our food or our medicine from companies if we can provide it ourselves. And our government is stopping that. Our government wants us to solely purchase legal medicine from these large producers and not be able to be self-sustaining and look after our own family with this plant. And so it's been a very important day for patients to step up to the plate, not just in Ottawa, but across the country. People are protesting in various ways because this medicine saves lives. And it's critically important that people are able to grow their own, because many people could not afford to buy enough off these licensed producers to have the quality of life that they have now. And so I'd like to thank the Vancouver Pain Management Society for being the primary sponsor of today, along with the Weeds Dispensary kicked in a bit. But the Vancouver PMS Society has certainly been the main financer of this event today, flying us here with John Conroy and Debbie Stultz-Giffen and the like. And so very much appreciated for that support and everyone else's support in putting this event together today. Again, it's been a critically important day, a very sad day for us, but it is time for us to gather together and stand up against this government at every step of the way. And we will continue to do that in court and in the streets at any time necessary, because we need to ensure patients can grow their own medicine free of criminal prosecution. Thank you very much.
My name is Debbie Stultz-Giffen. I'm chair of Maritimers Unite for Medical Marijuana Society. We've been a registered not-for-profit in Nova Scotia for over 10 years now. We lobby with all levels of government, actually, advocate for patients who require medical cannabis, and educate the public about the safety of cannabis as medicine. I'm here today to express my displeasure and abhorrence with the federal government, particularly Health Canada, with their abysmal treatment of the 40,000 patients who are currently enrolled in the program, with their desire to sacrifice our health in the interest of wealth. They would prefer that we be forced to purchase our medicine from a corporate cannabis producer at a great price to patients, and they still have the audacity to claim that our medicine is accessible for us, when we can grow it at home for pennies a gram to perhaps as much as $2 a gram, and they would like us to purchase it for prices of over $8 a gram to upwards of even $15 a gram. In my personal situation, it would cost me $60,000 to maintain a medication supply for a year. That's simply unconscionable when I live on under $30,000 a year. And Health Canada are quite keenly aware that 61% of us fall quite squarely in that category, and they should be ashamed, completely and utter ashamed, for the abhorrent treatment of some of the illest citizens in this country.
To all those individuals who've come here today, we have people here from coast to coast. We have Debbie Stultz-Giffen from Halifax. I and my girlfriend have come from Victoria, British Columbia, on the other side of the country, and we brought John Conroy, the lawyer for the MMPR Coalition Against Repeal, that successfully filed an injunction that's really made a reprieve for patients. Today is a very, very sad day. We are not here for a good reason. We are here for a horrible reason. We are here because this government would have patients cut down their plans, even if it means their lives may be shortened and that they will suffer more. Today, if this federal government had its way, patients would have been cutting down their plants last night and would be forced to buy their medicine off of licensed producers. Fortunately, John Conroy and the injunction have temporarily stopped that from happening. And today we are here to tell this government that we will fight them back every step of the way. And so thank you very much for coming and helping to support that battle. And I'm not going to speak a lot today. I guess I have newspapers for the Cannabis Digest. I'll let you know again later. But other than that, I'm going to let our lawyer, John Conroy, up here to speak. And then some patients to talk about why they're here as well. And we won't be here for very long because it's not that nice out, but we will be here for a while. So thank you again very much, everyone, for coming. And thank you very much, in particular, to John Conroy for all of his decades and decades of very hard work for drug reform in this country. And congratulations in this case here, John. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Ted.
Thank you very much. I guess the main thing I need to outline for you all to remember is that Terry Parker and others started this back in 2000, and it's Terry Parker's case that basically established that when they don't have a provision, a viable exemption for you under the Controlled Drugs and Substances Act, for those of you who are medically approved, then you are forced to choose between your liberty and your health. You're forced to choose whether to continue to do this without having a permit or to go without your medicine. And that's the essential point. That's the point that was picked up by the Ontario Court of Appeal and has consistently been maintained by the courts, and including a right to produce your own medicine. And that right to produce continued even in the presence of a government supply. So now, fortunately for us, the federal court determined that in our case, where we're trying to confirm the ambit and scope of your right as patients, medically approved patients, the federal court agreed that A, there was a serious question to be tried, B, that if there was no injunction between now and the trial,